What is up, everyone? Welcome to another fabulous version. I hope it's fabulous. I don't know.
A version. It's a version.
A version of everyone's
It's like a version.
favorite food podcast. Put it in my mouth. What's up, Judith?
Hey.
Hi. I really like your glasses.
Oh, thank you. They're like $7.99 on the internet.
Are they real? They're prescription?
Yeah, they got my script in them.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was on a video call with my dad and he was like, "You look like you're wearing swimming goggles."
He's not wrong, but I'm not opposed to that. Like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of hip. The kids are kind of into that.
I'm pretty hip.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on? That was a loaded sigh.
So I had my yearly checkup with my general practitioner and she's pretty cool. Like I was just going in there being like, "Hey, gonna get my prescriptions refilled. No big deal."
Uh-huh.
Girl, the shit hit the fan.
Ooh.
Okay? She's
Do tell.
"You're overweight. You are pre-diabetic. Your cholesterol's through the roof." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And then she's like, "I'm going to send you to a doctor in the obesity medicine
I'm sorry.
department."
What?
Exactly. That was exactly my response. I'm sorry. The
Obesity medicine?
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
Because she was like, "Well, what's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. I've gained, 30 pounds in the last 10 years, like blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Oh."
Because we eat and we drink the way we want to.
Which we've always done. Which leads me to her next referral, which was to the NYU Center for Midlife.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm sorry. You lost me at midlife. Did you also say
Seriously,
menopause?
It's in the title. Midlife.
I know we are midlife.
Okay, so I feel like when people say midlife, you see the dad who has, leaves his wife and has the young girlfriend and buys a Corvette.
Right. He's driving the
And I mean,
Ferrari.
if you do the math, if we're at the middle of our life, that's
We
okay.
are that. We are that. We
I
don't
guess.
have the Corvette.
or I don't know, the young blonde girlfriend. Anyway, it was a really depressing doctor's visit.
That sounds horrific, and I'm so sorry. But you know what?
you.
I'm kind of right there with you because I had.
Don't get your blood lipids tested or anything. Just
I
be
don't.
you
I
don't
can't
wanna
afford a
know.
doctor. I can't do that. So I'm not doing any of those things.
Don't find out what your cholesterol levels are.
I don't have health insurance.
God,
That's it.
greatest country on earth.
But I did have a similar experience. I don't know if I should tell you this.
Well, now you have to tell her.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not a natural blonde.
What?
Okay. And I'm a hair.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going pretty gray when I see my roots
But
come in.
you don't really.
But I don't know because I just cover that shit up as quickly as I can. Like, oh,
Who
can't
knows
see
what's
the
going
actual
on
hair.
now? Okay.
But
Oh God.
I did find a white pube.
No.
Oh my God. I plucked that shit out so quickly.
wait,
So quickly. I was like, ah!
You did okay. So you grabbed it with your fingers and yanked it out.
Nope. I grabbed the tweezers.
Oh my God.
Let's hope that it's not that old wives' tale, when you pluck one, five grow back or whatever. But it's I was like, oh my God. Okay, here's a little TMI, but I just have a little landing strip. I'm not full on.
Okay.
Bush
So who
mode.
knows?
Who knows? But also, is that where we're headed? Just a landing strip of gray? Is that what's in my future? I can't go all gray down there. I can dye this. Can I dye that?
I mean, I think you can.
I can't. That's weird.
I don't know, henna.
We're getting old, and I don't like it. Okay, well, did you make your appointment for midlife and menopause?
God, I did, and with the obesity medicine department.
Oh my God, I don't like this. Don't go on Ozempic because then you won't have an appetite and then we can't eat. And that's really all.
I mean, I don't know. I'll always have an appetite, but
What? My mom, I asked her this recently. She was 53, 54 when she was going through
yeah,
menopause.
that's what my mom
We're in
said.
our mid-40s.
Well, it could be
Listener, so now you
perimenopause
know.
can last 10 years.
Deep breaths. I'm going to go buy hair dye for the pubes.
Googling that the minute this is over.
Anyway, maybe we should bring on our guest.
Oh God, a guest.
I know, right? He's going to love this conversation. So today, our guest, a chef, originally from Spain, But to me, he's just quintessentially New York.
Okay.
He's even got a little New York accent to prove it. He is the chef and owner of several restaurants in the city. The man who does it for the love of it, not for the money. Chef Ruben Rodriguez. And he's clapping for himself. We love this.
So I do it for the money.
Okay.
Let's start that.
That's all he said to me.
I mean,
Second, I want to say that you guys are outstanding. And after talking about menopause, white pubes, I don't know how to compete with that.
You got some weight.
I do. I'm getting there.
I feel like the beard goes first, right?
I haven't gotten the pubes yet. So I don't know. After this
Have you gotten
whole
an
thing.
eyebrow?
Yes, yes. And like lately, like I got some ear hair happening, and I'm like, oh,
All right, that's not going to happen to us.
that's not the good one.
No.
Okay, we got
Yeah.
one.
That
That's
was
not
happening to the most recent guy I was dating. I was like, I want to be like, you gotta figure something out about that.
Yeah,
hair
it's
that's
shit. So
growing.
I'm dating she's 31 years old, and it's just like the most ego bursting situation ever.
How old are you, if you don't mind?
I just turned 40 in December.
Oh my God!
So
Congratulations!
it's funny that you're
Welcome
going.
to our-
Yes,
Yeah, welcome.
yes. So
Bienvenido.
you going through your menopause thing or whatever you guys just spoke about. I'm going through my 40s, right?
Yeah.
Where like I start seeing everything sag and it feels weird,
Right.
and it's just like for the first time I sat on my testicles, right? So it was like,
Okay,
Bro,
that's
that
a
is
thing?
a- that
so
is-
they start to
that's a thing.
lower as
That-
you get old.
That's 100% a thing. I don't care what no one says. That happened to me twice already.
Recently, Sat on
It's
your own
the
testicles.
it's the craziest thing.
Oh my God.
I'm small in every department, so that
Maybe
shows
you should go to the midlife, the NYC Center for Midlife.
that shows you
and
how much
ball
they drag.
sack drooping department.
Yeah, so I understand your conflict.
Lord.
I
Yes.
feel so much closer to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're
That's
there.
awesome.
Yes,
That's
yes.
great.
All right.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Yes.
this has been a fun interview. We all know about
Yeah.
Ruben's balls.
That's it.
No, let's talk everything.
Yes.
And we can continue to talk about your balls.
Yes. It would be a very small conversation at that point.
But
Oh my God. I love the ear hair. The nose hair too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect it with the mustache. It feel like it all like
Yeah,
it'll hide.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Right? Oh my
We're
God.
good.
Getting old is truly
It's awesome.
So beautiful.
Amazing.
Okay. Beginning, I guess.
Yes.
Galicia is where you're from.
That is where I'm from.
Judith did a lot of research on
Oh,
Galicia.
yeah, you could just give me one Wikipedia article and I'm done.
That's it.
So the word means Celtic.
The word
It was
means
Celtic like before the Common Era.
Yes, because it's at the highest point of Spain, right? So
Yeah.
that's where kind of they hit, and to get to them, it was the highest point. And that's where they build their sort of situation to not be invaded, and that was the tribe that kind of settled in there, and that was it.
And they're still semi-autonomous? or-
Yes. Well, there's a big thing going on in Spain, right? Where you have different parts of Spain that are trying to be separated from each other, and Galicia is one of those.
Oh my God, I love the way you say it. Say it again.
Yes,
Galicia.
yes. You know, people think I have a lisp when I speak in Spanish. Because we have
No.
right? So,
Well,
but,
I guess because there's not much Spanish in New York.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah.
It goes too deep.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay,
But
so
wait, Galicia has a
has
different language.
Yes,
it's
yes.
not a dialect.
It's
a
called
language.
Gallego, which is like Portuguese. So
Okay.
it's very similar, just different accent, different punctuations, but it's pretty much Portuguese, which was my first language. You know, it's what we spoke at home, is what you speak in the streets. And
Did you speak it in school? Or did you have to speak Spanish in school?
no, you speak Gallego, and then you have to sort of like your other language is Spanish.
Yeah.
Right. That kind of thing. And
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful for the upbringing, just because it's just like obviously it's a very small community. It's very pride and their food scene. Obviously, that's why I
Yeah.
became
So
a chef.
what's the food? What is
Yeah, tell us
what's the hat?
What's Galicia known for? What's their dish?
Everything, but octopus, I would say, is the number one thing, right?
Ruben boils octopus.
Ruben
That's
boils
his
octopus.
Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's kind of the thing. A lot of seafood. Mostly seafood kind of driven situation.
What did you grow up eating? Well,
I grew up-
Your mom's a chef, correct?
My mom's the best chef and the best mom and the best friend.
But like,
right?
oh,
Yeah. So that's
what's her name?
Anna.
Anna.
Anna,
Yeah.
you got
She's-
a good son.
She's my
here.
superstar. No, she made me into a good son. I was a bad son.
Oh, oops.
And you kind of want to make sure that you're good for her, so you kind of start turning your life around and yeah. But she was a chef.
A chef in restaurants, so like
Restaurants,
okay.
yes. I grew up in her restaurant in Spain. She had a
my
restaurant.
God.
Yes, my
It's
naps
in
were
your
there.
blood.
100%. My naps were in the chairs, and she would put 2 chairs together in the kitchen, and I would kind of sleep there and that kind of thing. So my upbringing was fully in restaurants.
What a badass lady.
Yeah. That was she was the best. And then we immigrated here. Just to fast forward, right?
Yeah.
We immigrated many years later. My dad. I came here when I was 11. My dad passed away short after. So obviously it was a rough situation. You know, I'm immigrant. I'm not. You know, my legal status isn't what it's supposed to be, right? I don't speak the language.
Right.
You're kind of here by yourself. You know, so you kind of live that life. And my mother's a superhero. That's why I think menopause and these conversations are phenomenal, because I think only you guys can go through this shit and be okay. So
Yeah, you guys can't handle it.
Absolutely
Although
not.
sitting on your balls sounds not.
Sounds
But
horrible.
you know, okay, I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. Thank you.
That's it. Yes.
So why did you emigrate? Why did you leave Spain? Why was your mom like, let's, or your dad? Or
Yeah.
whatever?
So my dad was he was a Rolling Stone, man. He was a party guy. He was very talented, very successful, but he was an alcoholic, right? And he kind of drank his life away and created a lot of situations for us, and we had no other choice, right? I don't think anybody immigrates because they want to. I think it's obviously more or less all kind of similar things. So we came here because we try to find a better situation. Unfortunately, when I came here, my dad passes away, and then obviously, you know, things got a little bit harder, and from that point on, and that's kind of how I started in full restaurants. Because what else do you do, right? I tried it all, right? I tried music. I happened to meet some people. I was in Harlem in 125th, and I happened to meet some people that were deep into music, which happens to be the Rough Riders. I'm sure our age, we know the Rough Riders, right?
We were listening to Biggie when you rolled in.
Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. I tried all that, but somehow restaurants, kitchen was always kind of, I don't know if it's what I excelled at. I just think any craft you get to learn. But I think it's what I felt comfortable doing.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. It's like, when you're a little kid, what did you want to be?
I want to be rich.
All right.
Same.
You know what I mean?
That's a good answer.
That is still my answer now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be rich. I don't have a way or
That's
know
it.
how.
That's why I
just
stopped
need
that
one
dream.
good idea. But no, so you didn't, your mom, you're growing up, you're napping in these restaurants.
Yeah.
But you weren't like, I'm going to be a chef
No.
too.
I tried to do music. At 17 years old, I opened up my first business. It was a barbershop.
Did you sing at the barbershop?
I tried it all, man. I tried to do everything I could. We did okay. And then, I just kept getting into stupid situations. I partied too hard. I blew it all away. And then it kind of ends up being a full circle into restaurants, because what else do you do? I wasn't good at school. I think I failed every single class I ever taken. And it was kind of like, all right, I guess I have to.
And Anna's just like, get your shit together.
Anna's like, bro, you're a fucking fuck up, right?
Yeah.
So you got to figure that out, right? And that's kind of how I started.
All right.
So then how old were you when you were like, okay, I'm going to do this chef thing?
Oh, I'm still trying to figure that out. Right? I'm 40.
Touche.
No, I think it's funny because I think for some reason, I thought that, I don't know why, I thought that being a chef wasn't a thing, right? Like, I didn't think it was such a glorious thing. I didn't think it was a career to pursue, right? So it's funny because I literally started realizing that I wanted to be a chef, and I'm proud of I don't even like the word chef. I'm a cook, right? I think cooks make food, chefs make cooks, right? So for me, I make food, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I make
Hell
cooks,
yeah.
right? So I think a couple years ago, actually, I realized I'm super fucking proud of being a cook, man. And this is what I do. But it took me 20 plus years in the industry to like acknowledge and be proud of what I do, right? Which is kind of sad, especially spinning off of the conversation.
But at least you got there.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you figured it out.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody's
I
got their journey.
Yes.
So at what age did you start making money doing that?
17.
Okay.
17.
So barbershop was out, cooking was in.
Cooking was
You're
in.
like, playing with knives is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But all of that aside, you're a badass entrepreneur.
Thank you.
So how did you go? I assume you just started like working the line.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Tell
So-
us. My assumptions are wrong.
Yes. So I started as a busboy.
Okay.
And I kind of moved up. I didn't partner up. I was working under this gentleman that he wasn't a good man. I'm not going to bring up any names, but I should, because now I'm being recorded, so I should call you
Right?
out, bitch.
F that
But I'm not
guy.
going to do that, right? And I started working with him. I I was doing good. He needed somebody that was young and I don't know if sharp because, but whatever. So I started bartending, then I went into the kitchen. I fell in love with cooking. I got to connect more with my mother. There was more of a conversation, right? It was more like, through food, it was love, right? It was a different
Food
thing.
is love.
Food is love. It's
so
definitely
much.
my love language. I can't perform any other way. So, food is the way that I can do it, right? So, then it went from there. 17, close to 18, after the barbershop was done, I went full force into the kitchen, sort of, kind of, whatever, and I had my first restaurant.
So you opened your first restaurant kind of out the gate?
Out the gate.
Was that Nye?
That was not Nye. That was not Nye. That was a
tell us
restaurant.
what
That
came
was not.
before.
So that was we had a place in Harlem in 125th and Broadway. That was
Okay.
Floridita. There was Floridita, which was a Cuban diner.
Okay.
Next door to it was a KFC. I took over the KFC. I rebuilt it. We did a tapas restaurant. Hence, fucking, I think about it now. And what was I doing? Trying to do, croquettes.
Instead
in
of KFC.
right in 125th and Broadway.
That sounds something that would be so hip now, though. You know,
No,
walk
totally.
into the old KFC and buying the croquettes,
now it would have worked.
right?
It's
Yeah,
just
that's it.
it's
That's it.
KFC's beef.
Yeah, that's
right,
it. That's
exactly.
it.
My God, nothing's hipper.
Yeah, nothing's hipper, man. I missed my time. So after that, I made some money, but I partied way more than the money I made, right? So at that time, I
I
was
mean, you're
20.
growing up in New York City.
Yeah, man.
No one can
I didn't
blame you.
Yeah, I didn't have
Not
nothing.
us.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. So I partied.
We did that.
That's
Yeah.
it. And at around 20 years old, I got into a whole thing with the partner that I was with. Floridita was bought by NYU. NYU buys the whole thing. Obviously,
He buys all the stuff.
Yeah,
all the
man.
shit, man. It was
Yeah.
fucking terrible. But I didn't get anything because I was obviously I'm young, I'm stupid, I don't know anything. Now I'm old and stupid, but before I was young, which is worse.
Got that nose
Right?
hair.
Yeah, that's
Saggy
it.
balls.
So then we linked into where it was on First Avenue between 10th and 11th, which was the first nice spot. I don't know. Were you ever at that nice spot?
Okay, today as I was Googling you, I saw a very young photo of you. No
Yeah.
grays yet. And you were in like a darker, there was like a wooden bar. I think, was
Yeah.
that the first nice
That
spot?
was the first nice.
Brick walls.
That was it.
Wow.
That
Where was
it.
that?
That was on First Avenue between 10th and 11th.
Okay. And when was this? What year are we talking?
This was, we opened
Because
2010.
Nye's been around for over 10 years.
Hey, don't say it. Don't say it. Makes me feel old.
No,
we're on our 15th year now.
That's fucking
Wow.
epic, dude.
Yeah, man. 15 years in New York. That's a serious thing, right?
No, that's for
yeah,
real.
That's
That's
real
serious. Yeah, that's serious.
Yes,
But
cheers to that.
so that was the first space, and I had closed everything up there. I moved on. I had $10,000 left in my account, and I realized, what am I gonna do with this $10,000? I don't know. Go to DR and party, right? So that's what I
Sounds
did.
about right. Pina coladas.
Fuck, man.
right.
Yeah, that was not smart. So from there, I saw on Craigslist a space that was in the Village where I used to go party. So I was like, I'm gonna take this fucking spot. So I called the guy like a big shot, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come back from DR and I'm gonna take this place. So I go to there, I give a $57,000 check that was a deposit. There was no that
It was
account.
just a piece of paper
it was a
with
piece
some
of paper.
writing on it.
Yeah.
I came up with the money 2 weeks later, right? So the check would go through. And then I sat in the space for like 6 months trying to figure out how to get this shit open. I bought my cousin from Spain, which is the wood tables that you've seen. We built everything. We painted. We did all the
So you
kind
had
of shit.
no idea what you were doing.
I still don't know what
I love this
Yeah, man.
because, like, people.
Seat of your pants.
Yeah,
Right?
we don't know. We didn't know shit. We still, we did not. And it was me and Raul, which
Oh,
Yes,
Raul. Can we
yes.
just, for a second,
Let's talk about Raul.
I just want to give
Okay,
a quick
who's-
shout out to Raul because I was saying this earlier. Raul is he is hospitality. If you ever walk into one of your restaurants and have the pleasure of being greeted by
Yes.
that man,
yes,
he's so kind. He's so hospitable.
yeah.
He
Is
has
he like
so
is
much
he the
knowledge.
GM? Is he the?
He's everything, right? So
Okay.
for me, like this is the kind of guy that we shared a gallon of water every day as our food, right? For like years to get this going. Like,
He's been in the trenches
He's
with
been in
you.
the trenches to the fullest. Never asked for anything. Never asked to be anything. He was just one of these people that truly believed and that got us there. Without him, truly, and I know it's cliche to say without your team, but truly, you've met him.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
makes you feel so welcome,
Yeah,
so
I-
taken care of.
So I feel my food sucks. It's just literally him that makes everything feel so fucking special.
Don't
Right.
even.
But yeah, he's a gem.
He is
He's a
he is
gem of a
special.
human.
Yes, he is.
Sorry. Good Lord. All right, so you open Nye. You had no fucking clue what you're doing.
No idea. Messed up.
Because how hard is it? I assume it's pretty friggin' difficult to open a restaurant in New York City. Just an assumption.
Just to get to the opening.
Yeah.
Just
To get to the
I
opening
assume
part.
there's a lot of permits and paperwork.
It's a lot of bullshit. And I never, even though I had partnerships before, I didn't do this
From the ground
part
up.
of it from the ground up, right? So going into there, and it was like, I remember having to go to the community board in the East Village and like fight with a bunch of people about like a, you know, and it was
Like,
just
I
like,
just want to make
I just
tacos.
want to
make you
Yeah, man,
food.
that's all I want to do, and it was
I just want
such
to boil an octopus for you.
That's it. That's it. So somehow we got it open a year later. November 15th, 2010 was our first day.
Okay.
And we had the privilege to open across the street from Mama Fuko.
Oh.
That fucking sucked to the fullest, right? So we sat there every day watching lines of people going to this place and
What
rolling.
a time that was.
What a time that was, man. What a time that was. And at the time, I don't know if you recall, everybody wanted to be a tapas restaurant. That's what it
That was
was.
a trend.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
And we were nobodies. I mean, I didn't even really know how to be a cook. I
Right.
barely knew anything. Like, it was me calling my mom and like, hey, mom, how do you do this? And she would say, you put 10 spoons of flour. And I fucking grabbed the spoons and, you know, you put 10 spoons of flour. You know, it was that kind of thing. It wasn't
Trial
like
by fire. You truly just learned on the job.
we learned while having an operating business, which is crazy.
Wow.
But that's, you know.
But it worked.
it did.
It worked. It worked.
worked.
People have very bad taste, and
That is not
it
true.
ended up working somehow. But
It worked. How many
worked.
restaurants do you have currently?
four restaurants.
Tell the
Yeah.
listener,
Well,
the single
tell me
listener
those
at home.
restaurants,
Come
sir.
on, let's talk
What
about pubes. That was so much more interesting.
No. Come on.
Tell my mom, who I can guarantee is listening. I don't know about anyone else. The names of your restaurant. Janet, here we go.
Yeah, so we have Nye, which was the one we're speaking about.
Yeah.
We
15
have
years.
Bad Hombre, which just
We got to talk about that.
Yeah. We got a question.
badass restaurant. My
That's
favorite.
your newest.
That's the newest. That's 4 weeks in the making. Incredibly proud. Can't believe we're this successful off the gate. That's never happened in my life. So I have to brag about it a little bit.
Yes.
Never have I been
Yes.
this successful
We're
off the
gonna
gate.
come back to that because I had a
Yeah.
great meal there last week.
Then we have Amelia and we have Kobo. That's kind of been around for a year and a half each.
So from knowing nothing, learning trial by fire, to now having four restaurants, all
Yeah.
on the Lower East Side.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a damn inspiration.
I'm not that, I still make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I tell you one thing, I realized that a lot is not better, right? So now, in hindsight, if I can go back, I kind of want to get rid of two, just because I feel you stop doing it becomes so crazy, right? And you're relying on so many people to do things that you can't control, right?
Yeah.
And it deteriorates and you don't feel good anymore. So before, all jokes aside, it really is not about the money at this point. I've done well in my life to where I can sustain a decent life. And I'm not a luxurious guy. I literally wear this shit every day. So it's not, I don't need much.
You need money for Pilates.
I need money
That's
for
expensive.
Pilates. Yes.
We're going to talk about that.
Yes,
too.
we'll get to that.
All right. So four restaurants.
Yes.
You may kick two of your kids. You may kill them off.
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be a hard decision, right? But from a business perspective, you probably just take a look at it and
Right.
say,
So the two I want to kick off, one never got to where it needs to get to. So from a business perspective, it doesn't make
Okay.
any fucking sense, right? Like, why am I, giving it my all? I could sit here and say, yeah, it's just because I want to. No, it truly
Quality,
isn't
not
doing.
quantity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just not doing what it needs to do, and I don't have to prove anything to anybody at this point in my career, right? So
Nope.
I'm okay with that. The other one is doing decent, and obviously it's growing. It's only 1 year old, and it is growing in the right trajectory, but I'm just not in love with it.
Okay.
So it's just.
I think that's a huge
If it
statement.
doesn't
Yeah.
spark joy.
I'm just not in love with it. Yeah.
So what's the most challenging part about owning all of these businesses? Is that it? Like when one of them doesn't really do it for
Yeah.
you and you're like,
Yeah.
I may have to kill
Yeah.
this baby of mine. Nobody wants to kill their baby,
No.
but
Yeah, no one does.
I've heard that.
But
maybe sometimes we do want to kill our babies.
That's it,
You're not
that's
making me
it.
any money, baby. Get out.
yes, I think that is a hard part. But I think what's harder is having people like Raul and wanting to give them a lot more. And, you know, we have the ability we have, and that's it, right? So I think seeing the people grow older with you and you know, you wanted to do more. I think at this point it's more of a moral responsibility, right? To make sure that everybody's okay, not just me.
And Raul can't be at all four places.
Raul cannot be at all four places.
We need Raul.
We need at one place. We need to serve you only. That's it. Raul's yours. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes.
God, what a relief. All right, so let's talk about your newest opening.
Yes.
Bad Hombre.
Bad Hombre.
Okay, so we have two theories on the name.
Uh-huh.
You're probably wrong about both, but go ahead.
Okay, so one, it was he who shall not be named.
Name him.
Trump. Didn't he call?
Fuck no.
No, okay, but
the Mexicans coming over the border.
Didn't he say the bad
Those
hombre?
are some bad hombres.
You know the messed up part about this, man? When that name came up, I had no idea what was going on with that. And then I started getting texts, but I had to incorporate it already.
So we have a number two theory.
Yeah.
Which I think
you might change it after everything I just
it has
said.
to do with like Joey from Friends being the perfume sprayer and being like, hombre.
Okay. Do you know?
Like, that's it. If you would have named your restaurant though after being like, well, the name comes from Joey doing this thing from Friends.
Yeah.
The cologne was called Hombre.
Okay, so as I was wandering around on the internet today, so Rachel Ziegler, the young actress of the West Side Story, she's named after Rachel from Friends.
Oh God, she's really young then.
Wow.
She's named after a character. Anyway,
Do you know I've only seen like 5 episodes of Friends in my whole entire life?
No way.
It's
True.
probably
True
the same
story.
5 that
That's
I've
the
seen.
best show ever.
No, I
How?
was too busy watching like Seinfeld to get into Friends. But that's another story. Okay, so what's the name then? I'm actually kind of bummed it's not
All
a
right.
Trump
So
thing.
so I told my mother this wasn't a joke, but it's the truth. I told my mother this a week ago because Bad Hombre, again, I will say it's incredibly successful. Come check it out. Right?
Yes.
So I told her my mother and my father never worked out. So Bad Hombre is named after my father because he was a bad hombre. Right? So I told my mother, this is the first time that you guys actually work out. Nye, which is mom, and Bad Hombre, which is dad. They finally work out.
Because
so that was
Nye
it.
is named after her own.
Nice, man.
God.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's way better than our two.
Yeah.
Guesses. I like that way better. Good job.
Thank you.
And he's dead, so he doesn't know
that he's a bad
he's
hombre.
a bad hombre.
yes.
Lord, I'm sorry.
Damn, I could have said dead hombre. That's not good.
I'm sorry.
Shit. Yes.
Okay. It's coastal Mexican with
Coastal
a little
Mexican.
bit of Spanish.
Always. I mean,
Yeah.
This is where I'm from.
Yeah.
How can I cook anything different, right?
I really enjoyed my meal. Love the scallop crudo. Love
Best.
the tuna. Your tacos are amazing. Those shrimp
Thank you.
tacos. Delicious octopus. I feel like not many people are doing coastal Mexican. So that's, and just the fact that I'm such a Mexican snob coming from LA.
You are.
And I know. it's
You
stupid.
really are.
To have your restaurant is
You are.
just
yeah.
a snob.
Yes.
It was really, really great.
Thank
Love
you,
the
thank-
design of the room. It's
Yes.
sexy.
Yes, it
Yeah.
feels good. We put the lights super low so no one can see the food. Like I got everything under control.
Or the gray and the beard.
Right?
It works
But
out.
your,
That's
but your
it.
food is beautiful.
Thank you so
come
much.
on, like
Yes.
let's stop for a second because you really know the art of
Yes,
plating.
I
And I remember
do.
the first time Judith and I went to Nye, and we were just like, things are
Everything
getting
was
torched
so
and
good.
things.
Yeah.
everything.
We got better. You got to go. again.
Even better?
Yeah, we got way better.
All right,
We got-
we'll walk on
I
over.
stopped torching shit. Now I realize that's not where it's at.
People like a little bit of drama. People like a little
Yes,
bit of fire.
yes.
All right, well, let's talk about you. So,
Yeah.
like, you're a New York guy.
I am a New York guy.
I feel like you're like. I mean, listen to that. You got that accent, right?
I am a New York guy.
You got what is quintessentially New York to you in terms of food? When you think of New York,
Attitude, man. Just not giving a shit.
what about food wise?
Just you mean about like a
Dish
specific dish?
specifically.
Yeah.
I love the not giving a shit. That is absolutely.
I mean, that's just a way of life.
Yeah.
The thing is that nothing in New York makes sense, right? Like even in food, right? Like we could say like, oh, there's pizza, there's this, but nah, really, is there really? I just think what's cool about New York food scene is that nothing makes sense. Like you go to all these restaurants that's supposed to be one thing, and you really look at them for what they're supposed to be, and it makes no sense. Like, listen, we put in caviar on top of chicken. You know what I mean? It literally fucking makes no sense. I know it's a trendy thing. I
Either
get
it works
it.
or it doesn't work.
It just
I don't know, man.
We check it out. Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely
We
a
try.
trend and an upsell right
That's
now.
it.
Let's put
It's an
caviar
upsell.
on everything.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I would have to say for me, New York food has to be in the Heights. Has to be that sort of rice and beans kind of thing. That's my New York, right?
Yeah.
So for each its own, right? Everybody can give some different thing, but rice and beans and 179, 180th and Broadway, that's where it's at to me.
What neighborhood do you live in now?
I live in Long Island City. Don't judge me.
Okay.
Don't
No,
judge
we're not
me.
judging.
Don't
Okay,
judge
you
me.
have guests come in town. Where are you taking them? That's what I want to know.
Chinatown.
Yes.
Yes, Chinatown for sure. For
Right.
sure. For many reasons. One, the food is great, and the prices is what's supposed to be right. We can't.
Like, I got it. It's on me. I'm
got you.
buying.
Bro, I fed our whole family for $10.
And took home leftovers.
That's it. That's
for
the
breakfast.
way.
Great
That's the
New York
way.
noodle
Yes,
town.
yes, yes.
Gotta
That's
love it when you're on a budget.
That's it.
Okay, so what kind of food outside of New York?
Yeah.
What are you into? What places have you traveled that you're like, this
Everywhere.
spot is dope?
Japan.
Japan.
My God. I mean, I
Haven't
wish.
been yet. I'm
We
trying
were
to get
just
there this
talking
year.
about it. Yeah.
Dude, I have so many. You know the crazy thing? Every Japanese friend I have, which I do have a lot, I brag so much about my visit in Japan, and they'll look at me like, that's because you're not Japanese. Because they're obviously it's so strict culture, right? They can't express themselves in certain ways, right?
Right.
So for us foreigners, it's like this is unbelievable. But for them, it's like I can't wait to get out of there because this is not it for me.
Yeah.
But Japan is it's where it's at for me, food wise. LA, I've learned to love it.
I
I've
know,
learned to love it.
I love this.
I was such a hater, man.
You were.
I was such a hater. Everything LA, I hate it.
So what changed?
Fuck. Maybe the gray hairs, man. I don't know what
just
changed.
Like,
relaxed
this,
into
this
it, man.
sunshine's kind
Yeah,
of
man, it was so cool.
Relax,
Yeah, I don't know what changed, but the food is fucking great. It is
is.
great. It really is great. And it's not pretentious, right?
You have any? Well, I think it depends on where you go. But do you have any favorites in LA that come to mind?
Now that I can recall, because I could barely recall, my last name. But my girlfriend takes me to every LA spot, and it's just like,
Shout out to Amy. What's up?
Amy, the best. And
She's amazing.
yeah, so that's kind of, I kind of fell in love with it, and I want to move there now. And it's
I was just gonna ask you, could you
weird.
live anywhere else besides New York?
yeah, Spain,
So
Italy.
you would
Like
back.
home.
Yeah, home. But I will move to Italy as well. I think it's very similar. Yeah, Portugal.
Let's all just have
let's just go.
houses
Let's
in
do
Europe.
it.
Let's
That
get the fuck
sounds
out of here.
fun.
Okay, that is it.
I'm so into that. Please. All right. So speaking of New York, then, what are your favorite spots? What are anyone you want to give love to particularly, or like chefs that you think are really doing something cool, or
Damn.
restaurants that are just like,
You know
this is my spot. This is my like.
So I have to say this.
Say it.
I am not the right person to ask these questions. I tell you
But
why.
these could be these could be rice and beans.
Yeah, I don't know fucking anybody. Like I am such a
love
wrong.
it.
Like if you ask me what is the top 5 chefs in New, I have no clue.
Myself.
Who
Yeah,
myself?
bro, it's
And
me.
myself.
my mom. Yeah, I have no clue. Like it's so bad. Like I feel so bad when people ask me like
But
who do
it's so immense, and it's immense, but it's also like really insular.
yeah.
But also, you work in that world, so like, if you want to give that world up when you're not in it, I totally
Okay, wait.
get that.
I love Lorena
Where's that? I don't know.
on I think it's Bushwick, Italian
Okay.
place. I go there all the time. Great, love it. Super. They take care of every detail. It's always great. Menu rotates, I think, by the week because every time it's something different.
See, there you go. Please, have you heard of this?
Nope.
I've never heard of this.
I'm
Let's
probably
go,
I'm probably
Lorena.
pronouncing it wrong,
Let's all go.
but yeah, that's
Bushwick?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. Oh, Clinton Hill? Could I be wrong?
Well,
Okay, those are way different.
Yeah.
they're both in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I know it's in Brooklyn. That's it. That's all I got down.
Okay, we'll do some research
Yes,
later. We'll
yes,
figure it out.
Yes.
Well, what about Long Island City? You have just like your spots.
Yeah,
where
like
you're
it's coming up.
What?
No,
Long
I
Island-
feel like 15 years ago there was nothing.
Name me
there.
one great spot in Long Island City.
Nope.
I'm gonna get so much.
I mean, I'm just saying I've heard. I've heard.
I've read
people have
the
said-
articles.
It's so rough. I don't want to get hate for this, but like, I can't find a place. I don't know. I don't know. I go to Brooklyn because there's nothing there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
That's a tough
Maybe
one.
you guys put a restaurant there.
No, I'm not doing that. I am not opening a restaurant.
You would rock it though. I'm gonna tell you.
I own a restaurant in another country, and it's the bane of my existence.
I
I,
know,
don't
but
need one in New York.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
It sounds like hell. But but you've done it now several times, so
Yes.
it can't
Several
be,
times over.
It can't be too terrifying.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
All right, so we talked about this. You want some more wine?
Mm-hmm.
Pour you some more wine. How do you relax outside of the kitchen? Because I feel like you're always in the kitchen. What do you like to do?
I love my dog. I think my dog's amazing. He gives me loves. I love hiking.
Where do you hike?
Wherever
to
Amy
LA.
takes me. Yeah, LA's so great.
I know.
I'm into Pilates now. We can talk about that.
Love this.
Yeah.
We love. I
Yeah.
am also Candace, our producer, is a
she's
Pilates
like a Pilates.
maniac. Look at
I
that
will
bod.
kick your
She's
ass in Pilates now.
It's a
what?
Pilates off.
Okay.
Bro, today I did the chair. It's the first time I do the chair. That shit is so hard.
What do you like about it? Because it's tough.
So-
I feel
so-
like most
Looks so
men
easy.
are like, no fucking way.
No. So along with like the sitting on my ball situation,
Yeah.
I've been like really struggling with sciatica, right? Like really bad, right? So I did like everything you could think of, like therapy, whatever, everything you could think
rolled
of.
the ball under the thing.
Everything, nothing ever worked. So I was researching, and I forgot what athlete said, "Oh, Pilates." So I said, "Fuck, I'll give this a shot." And I Googled it, and it was like a class. It was like $100 a class. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
it's
fuck,
expensive.
I don't think I want to do this. But I got to try to do something. So I started going, and it's beyond addictive. It has changed my life.
And it
Candace
and
is
it
over there
major
nodding.
sciatica.
I have no pain. I have no
You
pain.
strengthen the muscles all around there.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know I had muscles.
It works
You
the
know what I'm saying?
tiny muscles too, and you are just shaking. Isn't that the best
I
feeling?
feel like the biggest. So my teacher's like this little, like super small, like lady, and it's like I feel like so bad every time I go up. I'm like, ah. It's like, and it's just like such a terrible feeling. But no sciatic pain. My mental health has no joke improved times 1,000. I don't know what it is about it. I can't even say it, but it really, really does
The
improve your mental health.
endorphins.
Yeah, the endorphins.
I love dolphins. I love dolphins.
I love dolphins.
Yeah, woo.
Do you want to give a shout out to your studio? Where
Oh, I don't know the name.
Wow. Keep drinking.
Long Island Silly
It's in
Pilates.
Long Island City.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so no restaurants, but there is a dope
Shit,
Pilates.
yes.
With a small woman.
You're a small woman that doesn't shake.
That's all I know.
That's it.
We love a reformer.
Yes, that's it. Reformers are great. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They're the best. They're
What
the best.
else? Like you said, you attempt to be a musician. What kind of music?
I
you're
wasn't
into?
attempting to be a musician. So I happened to, obviously being in Harlem, you come across, and you come a lot of music, right? So there was across the Apollo Theater, there was a jewelry store, which I would shout out to Blue, legendary Blue, which was the first guy that was doing all the jewelry pieces for Puff Daddy and all these people. So he was very big into the whole Rough Riders kind of
The
crew.
ice, as they
The
call it.
ice,
Do they
ice,
still call
baby.
it that? I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting old. Let's not say that again. Yeah. Yeah. So I was a huge a fan of like DMX and that kind of stuff because I was surrounded by it all the time, and he was the greatest. So happens to be that my cousin's a huge music producer in Spain as well. So I happened to have a lot of connections, and I was able to link certain artists to labels and that kind of thing. So I kind of went into the lane for a while, loved it, wrote some music, did okay, and then went from there. Yeah,
Man, if we could dig that up.
yeah.
Love that.
That's two more
On
podcasts.
cassette tape.
On cassette. That's it.
But your playlist at Bad Hombre was awesome.
It's pretty good, right?
What do you put on when you want to chill? What's
So
your
I'm
go-to?
a 2000s R&B guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Yes.
is. I don't know what it is. It makes me feel like I'm not super pale, you know? It makes me feel it makes me feel like I have something going on, you know? Yeah.
All right.
But
Love that.
2000s R&B for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Good choice.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so what is your favorite thing that's just happening in general right now in restaurants? We're bringing it back to food
Yeah.
because we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
So what is the most exciting thing to you that's happening in By the way, you have beautiful eyeballs.
So my eyeballs are
Are
pretty
those
great.
hazel?
They're green.
They're green, but they've got like flecks of brown. Do you see these?
I do.
Yeah.
They are
They're
Pretty
lovely.
good. Thank you so much. Do you want to?
Right? Candace
wanna
has been thinking
zoom
about
in?
your
Oh,
eyeballs.
she's got a
The
close-up.
light is just shining, and I
Bad
like,
hombre.
I'm like, how
Get this.
do I bring up your eyeballs in
Yeah.
a not creepy
That's
way?
what the
I just
show
said-
should have
Well,
been.
it was a little creepy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
That was a little weird, right?
GD. It was
Anyway, circling back to restaurants.
Yes.
What's exciting to you right now?
I do believe this about the food industry right now. I think people are. I hate when people. There was a tendency where everybody kind of was digging into trends, right, and whatever was trendy, everybody was doing. I think that will
Lighting
always
shit
exist.
on fire.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, I think that will always exist to a point. But I do love that. I think there's a lot of young chefs that are coming up that are really like they don't give a fuck and they're just doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. I think they're brave.
Yeah.
Because it really reminds me of when I started. They're brave. They're going for it. They're doing what they want to do. They're not following any rules. I don't think the kitchens have rules these days. Like the whole traditional French kind of style of cooking, I think that's way gone.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like nothing makes sense anymore. And I think that's beautiful, man. I do love the New York City food scene and
I love that.
yeah.
And that brings us into a segment we like to call, do you want to air horn it, Judith?
No.
Oh, God. If only we had a button we could press that would be like, wah, wah, wah.
See, I just.
We're not good at it. We're never going to get good at it until we have a budget
Yes.
to get an air horn.
I mean, we could pull it up on a phone. Okay, next time.
Candace,
Next time.
make a note. Get on the air horn sound.
Air horn.
Okay, so we have a segment we like to kind of end with called I Don't Fuck With That.
Yes.
All right? And this is basically the hill you're going to die on. We like to rant. We like to talk shit.
Today.
Today.
Tomorrow might be different.
Absolutely. We're always just like, Judith,
You know what?
LZ. She doesn't call me Lala. She's the only person that
can't
calls
do it, Zinsky.
She's known me for
Yeah, I heard you say her, that before, and I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah,
calls me by my actual first name, Lauren,
her
or my
government
last
name.
name.
Oh, your name is Lauren.
Lauren Carroll.
Oh my god! Oh shit! So anyway, I'm gonna start this off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Lately, what I'm not fucking with, all right, because things that are pissing me off, and I've had this experience a few times. Then Judith is going to talk about hers, and then we'll give you a little minute to just.
Got you.
This is what's pissing
That's
me
nice.
off.
Yeah, go for it.
Cold
Let's vent
butter.
Oh.
If a restaurant is serving me cold butter, I want to throw that butter against the wall.
Damn, I can't serve cold butter no more.
Come on, you're European. You gotta room temp.
Wait, do you serve?
No, I don't serve cold butter. Yes. I just
That
wanted
was a
to
close
make
one.
her feel awkward.
How am I supposed to spread cold butter?
Fucking rubbish.
No one has time. I don't have time to rub the butter.
I like I sometimes put the ramekin on the bread, trying to if the bread is warm.
It's
I mean,
just
I don't need to cook my own butter.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so
good
annoying
point.
to me.
That
It's
is a
like
really good
point.
I can't spread it, and like everyone in
And
Europe,
there's no flavor if it's cold.
exactly, and everyone in Europe keeps their butter and their cheeses tempered. They're
temp.
out. Yes,
100%.
Why
Of
are
course.
this is such a dumb health code friggin' violation bullshit? I hate it. I'm really upset about it. Are my veins? Anyway, Judith, what pisses you off this week?
Is this only a food item thing we're hating, or?
It-
I mean, in the service.
I'm a big hater. I can hate a lot of shit.
Well, you're the
Yeah.
first person to actually ask that question.
Yeah.
We're going to give you free reign. Judith?
Okay, so a bottle of still water.
A bottle of
Why are we offering a bottle? Like, why are we tap, still, or sparkling?
You know what? I
Sparkling.
agree.
Okay, a bottle of tap water. I mean, not a bottle of still. This is New York City. We've got some great tasting water. Why?
Microscopic
and
shrimp.
It can't be. It can't be good for the environment.
Nope, we know it's not. It's
Why-
called
like-
an upsell.
Like, why are we doing it? Yeah, it's called an upsell.
That is an upsell. We gotta upsell though. We gotta pay the bill.
Gotta pay the rent.
I always get a bottle. What is that, like bougie shit?
I mean, why?
There's nothing wrong with the tap water. I always am just a tap person.
Water.
Always.
The water here tastes great.
Unless I want bubbles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry if I offended you.
No.
But
You made me think. It made me think.
I was offered it for the millionth time in my life, and I went, you know what?
It made me question my
I
life.
don't fuck with
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
What that?
Yeah.
A bottle of still water.
I don't either.
That's
that
it.
and cold butter. Agreed. What do you not fuck with, Ruben?
So I am a lover, not a fighter.
Okay.
So I don't fuck. I love everything. I don't.
You're such a...
No, I'm lying. I don't fuck with caviar on chicken shit.
Oh.
Like, let's just stop every caviar thing on things. Let's just please stop that. Like it's just like
Please, I'm begging.
it's not
That's an
creative.
upsell.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
the
creative.
upsell.
It's not like original. It's just caviar, bro.
Right.
Just like don't do it.
Let's just put it on everything.
Yeah,
make
let's
it more
just throw it on-
expensive, and then you're so cool.
Yeah, that's it. Let's fry shit. Let's put it on top.
Yeah.
And now it's $1,000. Like, it just
Yeah.
makes no sense. Yeah. That's it. That's my 2 cents.
We're not calling out that most recently open fried chicken place that's doing. I mean, maybe
Oh,
we are.
fuck.
Whatever.
Listen, if I had that budget that they have,
Seriously.
I would be putting caviar on that.
Seriously.
I'll be showering on that.
Shit. All right, we're going to
Yes.
close with a rapid fire round, all right?
Let's do it.
Hopefully, just whatever pops into your head real quick.
Let's go.
Okay, and you've already told me that you don't pretty much have answers to these, so we'll see what happens. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Favorite bagel?
Favorite bagel, plain cream cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best pizza in New York? Favorite spot specifically?
You're going to hate me, Roberta's. Okay. Yeah. Look at it.
No hate. What's your order? What's your
That's a
order,
hit.
Roberta's?
I like the stinky, what the fuck's it called? Stinky something and the beehive.
The bee sting? Yeah,
bee
bee
sting.
sting.
Loved it.
All right, best Spanish restaurant that's not yours?
I was going to say nah. Shit. Domino.
Tomino. Oh, in Chinatown.
Chinatown.
We've
Domino.
been, but it's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great spot.
To
Domino,
yes.
great spot. Yeah.
Great spot.
Yes.
Best Chinatown, Flushing or Manhattan?
Manhattan.
Okay.
Yes.
Best NYC neighborhood for dining?
Has to be the East Village.
Okay.
Yes.
Your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook? Lamb.
Your last meal on earth?
Lamb.
And the best thing that you have put in your mouth recently?
My girlfriend.
Oh, Amy for the win! Yo, what a time!
That's it, man.
Can
we
you
did
tell
it.
the people at home your restaurants, your handles, your all the important socials?
I
you
think
have to
we've
deal
learned
with
that I
these
don't
days?
know any. Just go to nightapasrestaurant.com. Everything is there. That's
All right.
it. That's all I can say.
This is Chef Ruben Rodriguez.
Thank you, guys. You guys are the best.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Spending
So nice.
your evening with us when you could be at
Thank
your
you.
own restaurant.
No.
Go there. Tell Raul we said we love
Yes.
him.
You guys are the best. I will never want to do another podcast. That's not this.
We've ruined him
This
for
is it.
all other podcasts.
Highest compliment ever.
Yes.
I love it.
Thanks for joining us. This is Put It in My Mouth, but you already fucking know that. I'm Lala. I'm slightly buzzed. This is Judith.
I'm Judith, and I'm not really buzzed at all.
Oh, God damn it. Rico. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
You guys are a lot of fun, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
I love that we got into
guys-
some different shit, especially
Yeah.
sitting on your balls.
Right? Like I didn't even know. I didn't your balls hanging
No,
low.
it's a thing.
Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow?